Hello recorders and My Hero Academia fans, welcome back to my channel. I'm your host Steven. Well, today I review My Hero Academia World Heroes Mission. As you saw in this title, I describe this movie as X-Men God Loves, Man Kills meets Dumb and Dumber. So this is the third My Hero Academia film. Like, I haven't still seen the first one, and yeah, I saw the one that came out last year, and just seeing this one, because, you know, I'm here to review this crap. And, well, let's see, the movie opens with this group called the Humorize, and this is like the first anti-court group that we see in My Hero Academia. Like, we really haven't seen this kind of thing in the show, and the group is led by Fleck Turn, voiced by Robbie Damon, and for this role, he does really well, and it will probably remind you people of his character Crollo from Hunter x Hunter. And that's the thing about reminding, like I mentioned in the beginning, that this like just seeing this opening scene, like this cult group and their leader, this cult leader, like, yeah, we'll remind them of the X-Men issue God Loves, Man Kills, and like, yeah, the villain in this one, he has like similar motives to Colonel William Stryker. It's no surprise that the author of My Hero Academia is a big Marvel fan. Like, come on, he's stolen so much ideas. Like, yeah, throughout the movie, you'll eventually see Deku having this, you know, web-slinging sequence that be like, hey, is he trying to be like Spider-Man? And speaking of Deku, like, I'm not always a big fan of Deku as a protagonist, because, like, I understand he's not the same little whiny bitch that he was in early episodes. Like, I get it. He gets his quirk, he learns how to use it, he eventually has character development and all that. But here's the thing, throughout this whole movie, he's still the same broccoli boy that he is. He always wants to do the right thing. He wants to remind people why he wants to be a hero, why he wants to always keep a damn smile on his face. But one of the things they at least do different, sure, in the opening mission of this movie, like, sure, he gets into a little conflict where he eventually is wanted for mass murder, which, come on, let's mix it up a bit. Like, I would like to see that once for Deku, like, go in a different direction. And because the movie is non-canon, it does not connect with what's going on in the series right now. And then Broccoli Boy meets Rhodey, a street hustler who's, you know, really looking out for his two younger siblings. Like, I get where he's coming from. Like, I kind of liked his character and how, you know, he's trying to, like, give him a better future than he has, and he feels like his future is already written in stone, but it's never too late to change your future. Part of why Rhodey's involved is that his father was actually captured by the Humorize, and he's actually responsible for creating the toxin that will, like, attack any hero that has a quirk. And part of why Rhodey gets in the mix-up is that he has a briefcase that's full of jewels, and then he accidentally gets it mixed up, so he and Deku have a briefcase with a bunch of pencils. And then when Deku and Rhodey team up together, which is when it becomes more like Dumb and Dumber, they have a briefcase, and then they get into a truck, and they go on a road trip to find a way to clear Deku's name. And part of the reason I mentioned Dumb and Dumber is because, once again, you know, Rhodey, when he first meets Deku, he's able to outsmart Deku. Like, why is it that Deku is still so goddamn gullible? So, majority throughout this movie, Deku just hangs out with Rhodey. I mean, sure, in the beginning, he hung out with Bakugo and Todoroki, and that's the thing, like, those two, they're just there in the movie. Like, sure, they're out there trying to help Deku clear his name, and they're actually trying to hunt him down. But that's the thing, Todoroki and Bakugo, they get no character development whatsoever. They're just there to help out the mission. And it's, I mean, sure, they get a lot of moments, but it's just only, why is it that it's just those three? And what about the other characters? Like Tenya, like, throughout this movie, he did not even get a damn line throughout this movie. Like him, Uraraka, Froppy, Momo, Kirishima. Like, all these characters, they're literally just pawns in this movie. They only show up in the final climax, and they get no character development whatsoever. Nothing. And it's like just a frustrating thing when it comes to these kind of movies. Especially like something with My Hero with all these characters. Like, they're just there to be in the action scenes. That's all. Nothing more. Which, come on, like, do something. Like, give them some goddamn interactions. And then comes in the final battle with Deku, Todoroki, and Bakugo each getting the cool action sequence. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, some of their fight scenes throughout this final climax is impressive. The animation was amazing. The visuals were marvelous. It's like really for the big screen. It's not meant to be like on a TV or on the phone. Like, it was really good. Like, I was astounded by it. And that's another thing. When Deku comes up with the main villain, Fleck Turn, that's it. Like, I felt like, you know, Fleck Turn should have, like, done more. He's kind of like a forgettable villain. Like, sure, we eventually find out that he has a quirk. like I feel like that kind of like just like made me lose interest. Like sure we get more of his backstory, but that's not enough to save him as a character. I mean, he's like I feel like he should have more like to show a reason that he's more menacing instead of like having all these henchmen doing all the work for him. Like it's like just a frustrating thing. It's like not all that good of a villain. Like there are other like better My Hero villains than him, but they should have at least done more with him. I mean, sure, he in his final battle with him and Deku, like you see a lot more blood. Like in these final battles, you see a lot more blood, and that kind of made it kind of like more engaging and a nice thrill ride. On a final note, recorders, I enjoyed the movie, but it's really a fan service film for the My Hero Academia fans. Like it's a 7 out of 10 for me, and if you're not a fan of this show, the movie's not really for you. I mean, why are you wasting your time? I mean, you have to start from the beginning to understand what the hell's going on. Well, thank you for tuning in, recorders. Please hit that subscribe button, comment down below, tell me what you think, give me a like, and remember, I'm on Cameo if you'd like a special shout out from me, and catch you next time!